pasal Datuk Khalid Abu Bakar punya statement this morning yang dia kata kalau polis benarkan kekuatan Bersih, mana dia akan jadi seperti yang jadi dekat London.
Ya, pada saya itu mempamerkan kejahilan beliau yang tidak mengetahui latar belakang fakta-fakta sebenar yang membawa kepada demonstrasi di England. Kalau kita nampak daripada segi sejarah, the Cameron government cuts in the government spending, especially education and social services, are the worst. It's probably the worst in Britain in several decades. And you talk about riots. The key thing is not so much looking at the unemployment figures. National average is 7.7%, but the local area unemployment, Tottenham, where it started, is amongst the highest in Greater London at 12%, about 12%. In some troubled areas, as high as 16%. So I think, issue of unemployment, the fact that you're comparing it to Bersih, Malaysia is actually enjoying almost at full employment. That's an underlying issue. So the demands by Bersih was specifically catered and focused on the middle class's need to fight for a free and fair election system, the reforms to the electoral system. But I do see one similarity between the UK and Malaysia is that in the UK, there's the inability to reform an economy that has widened the wealth gap between the highest earners and the rest. And in the UK, you look at the unemployment figures, it has been a strong contributing factor to the bitterness that has been translated to riots. And if Malaysia is not careful, that's our future before we reach 2020. And I want to tackle the issue of economic transformation program. It has focused on mega economic initiatives. The issue of intra-ethnic inequality has not been settled. Our high numbers of Gini coefficient in the region. So again, when the Deputy IGP speaks of such things, it is very irresponsible to make laudable statements just to justify, butter up your own self without really looking at the underlying causes for riots, for demonstrations, for street protests. There's a completely different background coming in what happened in Malaysia versus the UK. So I do not accept such poor justification when the police here, they could control the perkasa demonstrations in Penang, they could control the traffic flow, they could control the crowd. There was no problem. And people could congregate, demonstrate, of course, against the state government of Penang because the police did their job accordingly. Similarly, they could do their job accordingly on the 9th of July riot. So persoalannya mereka hanya mengikut penunjuk politik. Kalau diarahkan oleh pimpinan politik utama, maka PDRM terpaksa menekan, menangkap dan menggunakan kekerasan melampau. Tapi mereka boleh pula menjaga keamanan bila berada di Pulau Pinang, bila perkasa yang anjurkan demonstrasi. Saya ada situ. Saya nampak, saya saksi. Nampak memang begitu baik sekali. Tak ada apa-apa kekacauan. Jadi isunya, sebelum membuka mulut, eloklah timbalan IGP memeriksa dengan fakta-fakta yang ada dan beri jawapan yang lebih kredibel.